Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will well. And peace and salutation, you brothers and who select with his word and truth and sincerity. Alright. This video here is gonna be a woman's power is in her femininity. Okay? A woman's power is in her femininity. Okay. So this particular topic here is we're kind of in the age or the things that are going on in the world. You have what they call the gender wars, men versus women. Women don't need men. Men don't need women, all these different things like that. When actually, if we actually really work in tandem with each other together, we would be great. We'd be able to accomplish a lot more if we actually worked as a team. Okay? Whether the man has his role, is in his role, in his purpose, doing what he's supposed to do, and then the woman has her role and her purpose, doing what she's supposed to do. The man follows and loves Yahweh Shai as as he loves a woman, and a woman should love the man, as she would love Yahweh Shai. That'll be that particular proper order. Okay. But a lot of women really believe that they it's best for them to compete in the same field as a man, meaning whatever the man can do, I can do the same thing. But it's not really helpful or conducive for you to do the things that men do as a woman. Same thing for men. It's not really helpful or conducive for men to do the same thing as women. We were literally made different. You have your roles, you have your things in which you are great at. Men have their roles and their things in which they're great at. And when we accept those things, we would literally be great as a people if we actually work together with it. Okay? And I want to use, we're going to grab a few scriptures. And I'm going to use Esther for an example because Esther was a very feminine woman. And she used her femininity to her power, to her advantage. Okay? This is Esther chapter 2, verse 7. I just want to bring this out here real quick. It says, and he brought up Hadashai, that is Esther, that's a Hebrew name, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful, so she was a very beautiful woman, okay, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter, okay. Like I said, prior to her becoming queen, the queen before her was Vashti, and Vashti was proud. Okay, because there was a particular request of the king that she denied that request, and she didn't want to do what he said, and so thus he really basically put her away, and then made Esther his queen. Brought Esther up on his side, and she obviously, for how things resulted in what took place, she didn't talk shit back to him. She was in her femininity, and she used it to her advantage. And the thing is, women, you gotta understand, when you're in your femininity, when you're in your femininity, meaning when you're truly feminine and you're truly, in doing what you're supposed to be doing, you have a great influence over the man. See, that's the thing. Your power is in your influence. Okay. So this is Esther chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house, over against the gate of the house. And it was so, when the king saw Esther, the queen, because she was the queen at this time, standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter. Then said the king unto her, What wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? it shall be given thee to the half of the kingdom. So he was willing to give her half of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much admiration that he had for her based on just her being a woman. You know what I'm saying? When I say just her being a woman, I'm not talking about like just her being a woman, how we relate things in today's world. I mean, like, she was in her role. She was doing what she was supposed to do. Okay? She was taking care of the business, taking care of whatever she needed to take care of. Alright? So he asked her, what did she want? Skipping over to Esther chapter 7, I'm going to start at verse 1. So the king and Haman came to banquet with Esther the queen. And the king said again unto Esther, on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed, even to the half of the kingdom. So you're basically telling her, whatever you want, I'll do it for you. Whatever you want, I'll do it for you. And that's what I'm going to finish first. Then Esther the queen answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if it please the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we are sold, I and my people to be destroyed, to be slain, to perish. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage. Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he? Where is he that durst presume in his heart to do so? And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen. And the king, arising from the banquet of wine, and in his wrath went into the palace garden, and Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Okay. And like I said, this is a very great read, because basically what ended up happening was Haman ended up being killed, okay, at the request of Esther. All right, but it was something righteous though, okay. But once again, I pointed it out to just say, your power is in your femininity. Your power is in your influence. Okay, if you deal with a man correctly, and your husband correctly in the way that you're supposed to, he will literally do anything that you know, dang near anything you want. You know, your husband, your man will take care of you as a woman. Okay. I'm not talking about these crazy dudes, these crazy niggas. I'm talking about rational men who actually do have a love for their women. They will do what they'll do what it takes to please their woman. And when I say what takes to please their woman, I mean, like, you know, they'll do things for her. Okay? But that's where your power lies. All right? Let's see. We're going to look up this word femininity too. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. Let's see. Alright. This is the word femininity. It says, of or relating to women or girls, characterized by or possessing qualities traditionally attributed to women, such as demurriness, okay, effeminate, womanish, the feminine gender, a word or form belonging to the feminine gender, the quality of being feminine, okay. So we're gonna look up this word demurriness. And this word demureness, it says the trait of behaving with reserve and decorum, a type of modesty, reserve, formality. Okay, you see that? All right. This says, what does demureness mean? The quality of being quiet and well behaved. Despite her demureness, she accepted his invitation. Okay, but the quality of being quiet or well behaved. Okay. Matter of fact, we'll get two more scriptures and we'll end it off here. So you got being chaste, you got being discreet, you got quiet, well behaved, demureness. Okay. It's Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as become of holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Here we go. To be discreet, to be chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. Okay, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. All right, let's grab another one. It's 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest, that was another word, modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, being subject, meaning under the rule or under the authority of who? Her husband. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Okay? So you don't need to be bucking up against your man, thinking that you know it all, you know more than him, all these different things. I'm telling you, your power is in your influence. If you stay within your femininity, you have great power. All right? So, call law Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. I hope y'all was edified. To the next one, Shalom.